So welcome to the channel. I'm not in my normal farming attire. Actually, my wife, Becky, she's having a little bit of minor surgery done. So I'm sitting waiting for her release. So I shot this video a few days ago. I thought I'd just go ahead and edit it in. I apologize. I was going to initially make it a short. And so it's in this upright portrait format instead of the landscape format. And so apologize for that, but when I started it, I thought it was going to be a short. It ended up being a long, but it's talking a little bit about how we repurposed some material there on the farm and laid out some of our stakes and trellised our tomatoes. So enjoy the video. I'll come back at the end and just tie it up. So we ran out of tomato stakes, so we had this leftover rigid 3/4 inch conduit, and so we've also got some 1/2 inch with swaged ends, but they're too flimsy, they won't drive into the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these in half to 5-foot sections. We'll drive them in the ground, then we can put the 1/2 inch EMT in these and get the extra height. And we're going to just reuse this material because we don't want to go buy a bunch of T-posts, and so these will work fine. So what we've done here, pardon our mess, we actually set up 5 foot from the wall to the center. It cuts them in half, and then it makes quick work of it. So we've actually cut, all these just in about 10 or 15 minutes. And so that chop saw does wonders. Anyway, T-post workaround for us so we can set some more tomato plants out. So here's how we'll set these. It goes really quick. The guy on the ground makes sure we're all square, gets it set in place. We just slowly lower the headache bar, and we just push them right in to the height we need. Boom, we're done. We back up, we have them all set out, and we do the next one. As you can see, we've already done this side over here. So we've set both of these rows of stakes in about 10 minutes, and then that 1/2 inch swage conduit, that EMT, will fit right in it. So if we want to go really high on our trellis this year, we'll be able to do that. In the past, we've actually used T-posts, and we've used furring strips, and we'll tie with orange baling twine the furring strips to the T-post. Okay, Jack, you go ahead and pull that out, and we'll just store it, and we'll once we need to raise the height up, then all we got to do is come out with those, because we got plenty of them. We'll stick them in there and we can extend it. So repurposing and reusing some rigid 3/4 inch threaded conduit that we're not going to be using in any of our construction. And so instead of having to go buy T-posts, we just set these, and it's going to do the job. All right, I've jumped ahead a little bit now. Got one drip line, so got all the stakes set, got all the tomatoes planted. We got the Florida weave done about halfway up the set just to start. Then we use our grapevine tie tool. We tie them in, that way the wind can't break them off. They're a little spindly. They were late getting out of the greenhouse, but now we're doing the drip line, as you guys have probably seen. You actually take your oval hose, especially the soft oval hose, and you can cut little strips to make these end stops, right? So I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. This is gonna really not be good. Tripod somewhere else. So basically it's that, and what you do is you fold it 5 times, and then you slip this on over this end. So I'm gonna set the phone down, and you just squeeze it together, slip that O-ring over, There you go, see? And that'll stop it from opening up at the tail end. Now we pull it out and we take some fabric stakes with us and we stake it in pretty much in between every post, and that way it'll drip right into the holes on the plastic. We do not put the drip tape under the plastic. Rodents, voles, moles, field mice, anything looking for water in a dry spell is going to chew holes under that plastic. And it's funny, when it's on top of the plastic, they rarely touch it. I don't know if they feel protected under that plastic and they get under there and chew for that water. But then when it's on the plastic, it runs in the holes, and it's much easier to find any leaks when it's laying on top of the plastic. So as always, thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, share it. We are trying to grow the channel. We're striving for 1,000 subscribers, and we're slowly getting there. We'd like to get there a little quicker, but we really hope the content helps and provides you with some insight on how to do some things maybe a little differently on the farm. We also do boat content and other things as well, but we're still in the middle of farming season, so a lot of farm content right now. Thanks again for watching.